Hi friends, it's Melanie here. I use pronouns she, her, or they, them. And welcome to another episode of Learning with Nature. And today we are going to focus on rhythm, rhyme, and music. And I just want to tell you briefly about rhythm, rhyme, and music and what it supports developmentally for your child. I find that children who have a good sense of rhythm, rhyme, music are also really able to focus on language development. It supports their physical coordination, and it also encourages those oral skills, the listening skills, and creative expression, because when we're making music, we are creatively expressing ourselves. And we're going to get started today by making some shakers. So I hope all of my friends were able to get some containers. They'd just be a normal plastic container with a lid. And I like using vitamin bottles because they're small, they're easy to hold. And also, often I find it's really easy to take the outside wrapper off. It comes off really easily. And then on this bottle, it does anyway. Lots of bottles, lots of vitamin bottles, I found that to be the case. And then you can, if you want, you can decorate it using, I used markers. And I wrote on it what's inside. There's rice inside there. And I decorated it just with permanent markers. It looks really pretty, right? And in this one I put rice. This is like a white rice that has a little bit of wild rice in it. And it makes a kind of a soft, shushy sound with the rice inside. Can you hear that? Let's try making a shaker that's got some, can you see those? Those are kidney beans. Kidney beans! Let's see, I'm gonna use the same bottle just so we can see the difference in the sounds. So these beans are much bigger than the rice kernels, right? And it makes a louder sound. All right, and we'll put some things in here. Let me see. In this one, I'm going to put some shells. Just a fragile than using stones. So they might end up breaking, just so you know. If you don't want the shells to be broken, you wouldn't use them like this, okay? I'll put the lid on. That's nice. It has a kind of a thumpy sound like a drum, too. I like that one. And I also have a little Tupperware container. Those are great for shakers as well. This one's a nice size too. Let me see, should we try some stones this time? Let's try some stones. Sand works too. I was going to use sand with everybody, but the sound is so soft that you won't be able to hear it over our Zoom connection. Let's try a few little stones. And then the shells. These have a slightly deeper sound, but it might have something to do with the container too. These sound a little bit more rattly. Now you can try that too at home, okay? And then we're going to do a little bit of making music together. How's that sound? I'm really excited to make music with you. All right. If you want, you can tape the lids on use clear tape, masking tape, or duct tape is pretty strong. I advise you do that with children that are under 3. The 3-year-olds aren't going to open these containers and eat what's inside, but a 2-year-old might try to. So it's a good idea to just tape them shut if you have a 2-year-old who is doing this. All right, are you almost done? Yeah? Okay. We're going to do some fun making sounds, okay? We're going to do some shaky stuff. To do the shaky stuff, I think I'm going to use these ones, okay? Because they're not too loud. Here we go. I might just stand back a little bit so we can see more of my body. How's that? Awesome. Here we go. All right. Shaky. Ah! Up in the air. And shaky, shaky, down to down. Shaky, shaky, out. And shake it all around, all around. Shake it to your left. Shake it to your right. Shaky, shaky, shaky. You're doing it just right. Do you want to try doing that one again? It's a new one, right? Yeah. Shaky, shaky, up. And shaky, shaky, down. Shaky, shaky, out. And shake it all around. Shake it to your left. And shake it to your right. Shaky, 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 you're doing it just right. Aw, that was so fun. Let's do a song where we go to the market, okay? I'm gonna do this so that we can see. I'm gonna move around a little bit for this one, okay? We're going to the market, we're going to the fair to see a señorita with ribbons in their hair. Oh, shake it, baby, shake it if you can. Shake it like a milkshake and drink it if you can. Oh, shake it to the bottom, shake it to the top. Shake it, baby, so you have to stop. That was so fun. It's so great to use nature things for all different ways to express ourselves. And I love using nature things to make music. I have some sticks here too. Do you have some sticks? These are good size sticks. Even this size works. They don't have to be straight, they can be bendy too. I find that if it's a good, solid, fresh stick, it makes a stronger sound. And my sticks are a little bit old, so they make it kind of a dull sound, but let's hear them, okay? Can you hear that? I'm making a rhythm. Dum, 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 dum. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Everybody after me. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Do you want to make a rhythm? Why don't you make a rhythm? Yeah, any rhythm you want to make. Maybe if you have a song in your head, you can think of that song and that will help you with the rhythm. I know a song I want to do with you, just a quick one though, okay? I want to do the ants go marching one by one because it's got a good, steady beat, just like that. The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching one by one, the little ones stopped to drum on their drum. And they all go marching down to the ground to get out of the rain. Boom, 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 boom. I have a drum here that is made out of, I don't know what's on the inside, but the outside is all animal skins. And there's some twine holding this top skin to the bottom skin. And inside, I suspect it is made out of wood. It's like a bowl of wood. Many, many drums are made with skins on top. Animal skins make a nice sound and they're very strong. Here, I'll show you another one. This one is made out of wood. And you can see it's been carved and stained. It looks really beautiful. And then the top is an animal skin. And the animal skin is fastened down using ropes. I just wanted to show you that. Because a lot of the instruments that we play on are made with natural things. They're made from nature, from wood, from animal skins, from twine, which is also a natural thing. All right. So we tried the rhythms with the sticks. I thought maybe we could try using stones now. I have a couple of nice sized stones that fit into my hand really wonderfully. And we're going to try doing a rhythm And we're going to go, first we're going to make a rhythm that's really slow, and then we're going to go faster and faster and faster, and then we're going to go slow again too, okay? You want to try it with me? Okay. All right. Slowly, slowly, tapping very slowly, 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 tapping very slowly, a little bit faster, just a little faster, tap a little faster, a little bit faster, let's tap faster, a little bit faster, everyone faster, can you go faster, 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 faster? And then we're going to go slower, just a little slower, a little bit slower, tap a little slower, little bit slower, nice and slow. Very good. And slow that right down, yeah. These make quite a sharp sound, don't they? I like the sound of rocks tapping each other. This time we're going to start really soft and we're going to get louder, okay? So we have to start really soft, okay? Softly, softly, tapping very softly, tapping softly, a little bit louder, tap a little louder, a little bit louder. Now we're tapping louder, as loud as you can, as loud as you can. Then we're going softer, a little bit softer, tap a little softer, 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 softer. Yes. When I go really soft, you can't hear me anymore. We had somebody join us, Nick, and now they've disappeared. If they join us again, maybe you can chat with them and just say hello and let them know that we're in the middle of a Learning with Nature program. I was in the middle of that song when they came in and I didn't stop.
Oh my gosh. Okay. If they come back,
Yeah.
I will talk
Thanks,
with them.
Nick. If they come back, can you just have a little chat with them?
Absolutely.
They were there for just like half a minute while you were getting your puppet show ready. We're having a busy day here, me and Nick. Nick's getting ready for his puppet show for the big toddle.
Oh my God.
And I'm busy doing a Learning with Nature program. Okay.
Woo!
We're having fun though. We're learning how to use nature stuff to make different sounds and rhythms. And that was fun. You can also do that with the sticks if you want. I found when I tried to do this that the sticks are so soft, it's hard to hear them. And then they get louder, louder, a little bit louder, 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 really loud. But it's hard to tell the difference. But with the rocks, you can really tell the difference when they get louder. They can get quite loud. So that was a really fun thing to do. And you can try that with your rocks and sticks at home too, okay? All right, now what should we do? Oh yes, I wanted to introduce you to some more musical instruments and what they're made out of. I have here, a whole basket of really fun things. This is a maraca. And the maraca is made from wood. This one is made from wood. This globe part is carved from wood and the handle part is wood. And then they use some little beans, some kind of a nature bean, and they strung it. They did like macrame knots to string those beans on. And then when the beans hit the wood, they make a sound. I really like this instrument. I also have here different kinds of maracas that are made out of gourds. So this is a very interesting one. This is a gourd that has been carved. Let's see if I can get this out of here. Oh, yes. It's a gourd, and once they dry out, they are completely hard and hollow inside. So you can put sand or stones or beans or whatever you want inside, and then you plug it up. And then this one was carved. It's so beautiful. And you can just do that with your own gourd. So these gourds work really well. You know the bumpy ones that you get at in October, like around Thanksgiving time? If you leave them sitting around in your living room where it's dry and hot all winter, they dry out on the inside, but the seeds that are inside the gourd, they are still there and they make a shaky sound. That's a really nice clear one. That one's a little bit softer, but they're completely light and hollow and hard now. You need to be gentle with them because they do break. I've broken lots of these, but every year I do them again. Look at how nubbly that one is. It's really nubbly. They don't look as bright. When I first bought these, they were kind of an orangey, yellowish color, and they kind of fade out. This one was a bright orange. They fade. But if you wanted to, you could paint them. So that's a great way to make maracas out of nature. This is a very cool thing that somebody made using a stick. And they got some little discs of wood, put holes in them, and threaded them onto the stick, and then used this metal loop to stop them from coming off. Makes a lovely clattering sound. Cool, huh? And they even painted the discs of wood a little bit. I got a couple more sticks too. These are little sticks. Nice. All different ways to keep rhythm using nature. Oh, I also wanted to show you a cool xylophone I have here. It's so funny because I am not a musician like Nick is, but I have a lot of musical instruments because I'm fascinated with them. So this is a xylophone. Let's see if I can tap it. So the top part is made out of wood, and then the bottom has gourds hanging from the wood, and the gourds amplify the sound. Let's see if it makes a different sound when I use a marker. So those two are made from natural things. And then the bottom frame is made out of sticks, and I think they've got some cord that's stringing it all together and keeping it all together, as you can see. Isn't that cool? Hey, I think that's all the instruments I had to show you. You probably have some musical instruments at home. They might be made from natural materials, or they might be made from plastics or metals. But you know that everything is made from natural materials, right? All right, we're going to do some fun things using, this is our last fun thing we're going to do today. Does everybody find some branches with some dried leaves on them? Because they're very rattly and they make a really pretty sound. Do you want to hear? Can you hear that? Yeah? Awesome. That's the sound you hear when you're sitting outside on the island, especially. There are all these quaking aspens and they make that sound. But it's millions of them making that sound, and it's really beautiful when the wind is blowing in the trees. So we're going to pretend we're outside and we're trees with leaves on us, and we're blowing in the wind. Here we go. This is a new song sung to the tune of The Wheels on the Bus. So listen and you can learn it too. The wind in the trees will rattle the leaves, rattle the leaves, rattle the leaves. The wind in the trees will rattle the leaves, making sounds all day. This is funny, I'm losing some leaves. There we go. The leaves on the trees will fall to the ground, fall to the ground, fall to the ground. The leaves on the trees will fall to the ground, making sounds all day. The leaves on the ground will blow in the air, blow in the air, blow in the air. The leaves on the ground will blow in the air, making sounds all day. There's so many different ways we can make sounds using nature, and that's some of them. Thanks for joining me. That was a lot of fun. I like finding different ways to use nature. And if you have any ideas of different ways that we could use nature, I would so love it if you would send me a message. You can do that at info@cmcp.ca and send a message and say, I have an idea for Melanie. And Mark will make sure that I get that message, okay? Thank you so much for joining us. Next week, the program's canceled because it's a Labor Day weekend. So there's no Learning with Nature next Monday. Sorry about that. But there will be another Learning with Nature on September 14th, and I'm going to pre-record it because it's not a very interactive one. When we do our Learning with Nature, it's great to have a few children who can talk to each other, show each other what they made, and that is so much fun. So today we did a pre-recorded version, and that's all right too. But when I have a group of little ones that want to join in, it's fun to see them, you know, they can make their shakers and show each other, look at the shaker I made. And we do a lot of that social interaction when we do Learning with Nature on Zoom. So it's a great opportunity for children to connect with each other and with me, and the adults connect with each other. But this next one we're going to do is pre-recorded because there's not as many opportunities to interact. It's all about making, we're going to decorate nature boxes. So I'll show you, I've got a few things here. Shoe boxes are awesome. So I've been thinking, like, a lot of the children that are doing this program, they're getting more and more nature things, and they need somewhere to keep them, to stay organized and have things all neat in their house. So I thought we could decorate some boxes. A box like this, I got this with coffee inside it, is beautiful because it's all white. It would be easy to decorate it just by coloring it with markers or crayons or paint. But this one with this awesome sturdy lid, I'm going to put white glue on there, and then I'm going to stick on some little tiny shells, and I can put on some birch bark, some little sticks, maybe some little pine cones. We're going to make it look really, really nature-y, and that way we'll know that there's nature things there. I've got some acorns and pine cones, little tiny pine cones. I also have some twine. Twine is made with hemp, and that's a natural substance, and I thought it'd be fun to use some of that. It's very rough, twiny stuff. And feathers, we could glue on feathers. You want to do things that are a little bit lighter, like I'd love to just glue a whole bunch of rocks on here, but I think that it would then be so heavy that it would make the box a lot heavier. But you can use little tiny rocks too. But feathers are great because they're light. And oh, we could use like dried leaves. Oh, I have some little pussy willows here somewhere. Even like lentils and beans would also be good, like the beans that we put in our shaker. If you wanted to use some beans and lentils and things like that, they make really fun mosaics. And we're going to use white glue. Okay? It has to be the really, really good, strong white glue. So that one will be pre-recorded and released on September 14th if you want to prepare for that one. Okay? And that's everything. Thanks for joining me. I had a lot of fun with you today. And we'll see you in a few weeks, okay? Bye, everybody.